I know sounds kind of confusing, but I'm getting that either this was a karmic relationship. This is someone I feel also that you have been connected with for a while with the patience card.
25 years.
Very patient with this
Excuse
person
me.
or situation. I also feel it's been a long-standing feature of your 3D life for a while. However, I feel that, again, this either was a karmic relationship of some kind with, I do feel, a masculine who was very much stuck in his ego with the thinking man coming out here in the upright position. I'm also getting that someone may be seeing feathers as a sign. So when you're out walking or going out places,
I can tell you that I've had several instances with feathers. So when I first went through my healing process of my childhood trauma of sexual assault against me as a 3-year-old, and again as against me as an 11-year-old, and other things, right? So I always felt like something I could not get, even though I had spiritual connections, I never felt like I could get things right. I never felt like things were working out until I started going through the healing and the process and clearing out all of the childhood trauma like that. And as soon as I did all that work, the process of going through all that, the psychological processes and all that, all those hurt, pent up feelings and stuff that I just could not put my finger on of why I felt that type of pain. As soon as that was done, the divine creator gave me a sign. And when I walked out my door one morning, sadly though, but it was a spiritual thing, is there was a white dove. And the white dove, the feathers were spread across the yard. Like the spirit body left the physical body of that white dove. This was the sign. And all of the white feathers were scattered right at my doorstep of my house. That was a sign. And then I have signs. I've been having signs of other birds. Like I went on a walk, a spiritual walk, right after ending this restart with this person. And all the birds that were in the area, that they just were coming up on this fence that I was walking past on my walk, and just like giving me affirmation after affirmation after affirmation. So that was that. And then in my reading, because Isis is the divine being, goddess, who is depicted with wings, and she's flying through the cosmos with all of those different birds. Like I just did a reading on that. So let's continue.
you might just randomly stumble on a feather, and this could be some type of spiritual sign or message for you. Wow, very interesting. The words couldn't serve equally came out from the love word scramble. And I really feel that although you and this person, again, this could be a karmic relationship or this could be a spiritual connection, but regardless, this person was not at your level spiritually. Divine Feminine, I feel like you are being called, you were being and are being up-leveled to this higher level of calling, of service to humanity through sharing some type of mission, purpose, gift with the.
And I want to say this for a close friend of mine that is going, and I feel like she is a very spiritually connected woman as well. I'm not going to say her name, but not just her, but other women have to understand that this is, they cannot be held back. There's certain women that are divinely ordained, right? They are very much in tune with their feminine energy. They're very much in tune with their power. And a lot of times they stifle their power and they're not growing because of this type of man. A man who can't get out of his own way and allow a woman to be her divine ordained being. They can't allow her to be that in the relationship, and then the relationship suffers, and then she suffers. So sometimes you just have to get out of it. Most men who are divine understand there's growth patterns for themselves and there's growth for the woman. And men who understand their partner allow their partner to grow as far and as high as she needs to go. Let me continue.
Worlds, and I feel that for a long time you tried to hold on. I'm hearing to take them with you. It's like you tried to take this job, this person, this friend, whoever we've been channeling here. You tried to take this situation that had been a long-standing feature of your life with you into this new phase of your life, and Spirit wouldn't let you take this person with you at this point, at this phase. Wow, I'm getting chills just channeling into this. There is such a kind of grieving, but also empowering energy around this situation. But I feel that energetically it's...
So I just want to say for myself, like there have been many times that I tried to show this person. I mean, the person got certain points to my spiritual journey. They were given access to witness certain things, but certain things, like they just didn't give me the respect I needed. They just didn't understand the full potential. So one of the things was an electricity or a mist coming out of the atmosphere, and it was right after a big time fight and argument. And I took him by the hands and I took him outside and I said, "Do you feel that?" And he said, "Yes." Even after all these different things, I could not wake this person up. I could not get this person on page. I couldn't. Let me continue.
Like your guides are showing me that for a long time, you tried to take this person, this situation that was essentially dragging its feet or dragging their feet. If it was a person, you tried to take them with you into this new, higher version of yourself, your life, into this new calling, purpose, or mission. But something about this just wasn't fitting. It's like this person, again, it's like, I keep saying it's a person because I know for many of you this will be a person or connection, but this person just wasn't at your level spiritually. I'm hearing growing slower. It's like they were growing at a much slower rate than you, or maybe even resisting their expansion spiritually entirely. And I see this image of, it's like you saying, "Can't I bring this person with me? Can't they come with me?" And the answer from your guides that your intuition was telling you is, at this point, you have to rise, and this person or this situation has been weighing you down and may not be able to rise with you, and that has to be okay. You have to be willing to release control around that. I also feel that this situation doesn't really require you to push against this person or to even necessarily force yourself to cut them out in some sense. It simply requires you to raise your own vibration, to allow yourself to rise into the new calling, purpose, mission you are being called towards, and to allow this person to make their own choice, to either choose to rise with you or to allow themselves to remain in that lower vibration, in that karmic energy, so to speak. Again, regardless of whether this is defined as a karmic relationship, I do see that it's been plagued by karmic patterns and cycles that have kept the two of you more connected in this physical 3D reality. And I see you, Divine Feminine, being called upwards. I did see the number 1414 just a moment ago. So I am going to channel a little information from this number. This number is a symbol of your uniqueness and inventiveness. This is an invitation for using your creative power, both artistically and in a non-artistic way, so that others may benefit. Your hearts and minds are aligning at last. You are creating a...
So just recently, I was connected back with this person, and this person, I've never seen them go as low as they did with their health, right? I never seen them be abusing their body with alcohol like they were abusing their body with alcohol. And, I asked this person to stop. I asked this person to stop abusing himself with the alcohol. I asked him to, correct his, to correct what he was doing. But this is the thing. If you have a divine man, you have a man who is on a divine path, and he is, that actual divine masculine, right? He's not going to do stuff like that. He's not going to be that. You as a woman, as a divine woman, should never have to tell him to stop abusing himself and do things in a safe manner, because he's going to know to do that. Those are warning signs for you as a woman. Those are definite warning signs for you as a divine woman. You don't want to have to be with a man. You have to tell him to do the right thing. You don't want to have to do that. Let me continue.
Strong foundation for everything you do. Your future is bright. Wow, very, very beautiful messages coming from that 1414 number. Yeah, with woman holding a coin in the reverse position, this often represents a karmic feminine energy. So divine feminine, there may have been a situation where this masculine you were connecting with was connected with some kind of karmic feminine person in their life. I'm hearing for some it may have been a friend's. For others, this could have been a third-party romantic situation. But I'm also getting that equally for some of you listening, this may have not been a third-party karmic feminine. This may be speaking to you, divine feminine, releasing the karmic patterns within yourself. It's like I hear a divine feminine saying, masculine, I can't control you. I can't control you, your choices, your choice to grow or to shrink. But what I can control is whether I myself am going to be a participant in the karmic patterns we have been playing out with one another in the 3D, and I am choosing to release those patterns. There may be a black cat symbolism for someone as well that's coming up here. I'm also seeing something about the ocean. I just saw a seashell. With victory in the upright position, yeah, divine feminine, this may be a time where you feel some grief or sadness over these patterns, or even potentially this person that your ego self, your human self, feels as though you're leaving behind. I just saw the number 1711 for someone. However, your spirit guides want you to know this is a victory.
Shells.
This is you transitioning into a new phase of your life that you're being called to claim. And you have claimed it. At this point, I feel that what's being asked of you is this continued commitment to that higher vibration that you've made the choice to rise into. And once again, I feel that as you hold this higher vibration, you will naturally either attract or repel those who are meant for you in this higher space, or those who are not aligned with you. And I feel that if there is a masculine connected with you here, by your choice, your commitment to hold that higher vibration, he is being presented with a choice as well. And I hear your guide saying he has to make his own choice. He has to choose whether he is going to rise with you, or whether he is going to remain in his own karmic energy, in his own karmic patterns, whether he can allow himself in this connection to transform into that higher vibrational version of itself, or whether he is going to remain stuck in those lower vibrations and therefore potentially separate from you in the 3D worlds. But surrender to the sweetness is the card coming out from the Starseed Oracle here. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And I am going to channel a few more messages, Divine Feminine, for you, either from this masculine or from your spirit guide's entire self. But first, if you are resonating with this reading, I do feel this kind of energetic split where there is a part of you fully committed to this higher vibrational version of yourself and rising towards that very rapidly. However, there is for many still this other part of you that may be clearing out these old energetic patterns, which, as we know, it is the subconscious mind that is directly connected with our energy field. And this is why we can find ourselves feeling at times so stuck, or looking back on or grieving these past versions of ourself, our connections, our life, because we quite literally have these neural pathways through our subconscious mind that can keep us energetically stuck in those spaces. And this is why I am so passionate about subliminal meditation, because subliminals are meditations that are embedded with affirmations designed to reprogram the subconscious mind.
Which is what I had to
this
do
can
with my
result
Reiki
in
healing.
very rapid shifts